We're back, and I'm fighting this guy who's right outside the cave, and I think if I remember correctly, yes, he uses all flying types. Yet another reason why, let's see, I like this game more than Crystal, and I think I used to like Crystal more than all the other games, and it is a really good game because it introduces the female trainer for the first time, who I found really attractive back in the day. I thought she was cute. But it didn't have Mareep in it. And Mareep becomes so useful so fast. I mean, you're seeing the advantage I'm having over all these guys. All these Pokemon, these water types and these flying types, are absolutely perfect for an electric type. Um, in all the games, you'll notice like there's this one Pokemon like right towards the beginning that is useful throughout the entire game. And I think Mareep is that one Pokemon for this game. In the previous game I did, Fire Red, it was Nidoran, and you saw it immediately became a Nidoking with its Falcon Punch ability. Uh, well, no, it's Thrash ability, but I'm putting Mareep out front because, in spite of how good Mareep has already become, it still pales in comparison to Bayleaf, who is now level 18. So I'll let Mareep have a little. Aw, it's like, whoa, what a surprise! I didn't expect to see anyone here. And meanwhile, there's like 5 or 6 other people in this cave. And that's not even counting the people who are under the cave. Anyway, so here's this Onyx and Bayleaf. Yeah, you'll have an easy enough time with Totodile also coming through this place, but Cyndaquil not so much. And I mean, Cyndaquil will come back to help you again in the second gym, but hey, the second gym is why I'm training up Mareep also. No, this team's just overall really good. Let's see. I wonder. Whoa, I'm beating big time, he says. I wonder what types would my Pokemon, in spite of how much advantages they have right now, what would they do poorly against? Let's see, Thunder Shock you. There's another reason I have Mareep out front. Like, if we happen to run into any Zubats, then, I immediately have an electric type trainer. I'm sorry, I skipped through that guy's speech. I gotta quit doing that. I want you guys to, at least see what they're saying so that you can compare it to what they say in Soul Silver. I wonder how much more censorship to the game they're going to do. Like, I'm pretty sure in this game they say some sort of stuff that they don't want their poor children's virgin ears to hear again. I mean, I can't see it right now, but whenever we come across stuff like bad stuff, I'll point it out. I don't think there actually is any. I can't remember any, but Pokemon Company, they love their censorship. Anyway, let's see. Geodude, yeah, this guy's got a level 60 screwed. I'm just gonna use one last Razor Leaf here. Okay, what do you got to say, Russell? He's like, oh, oh. Okay, and I think, is this guy a fire breather? I forget. But, alright. Yay, got a great ball. Alright, Zubat Supersonic keeps confusing my Pokemon. I'm seriously upset about that. Yeah, I'd find that irritating too, dude. Totally sympathize with you. Yep, he's a fire breather, alright. Fire breather belly. Looks like a clown. You sure your name's not Richard, last name, Dawkins? Because you're dressed up like a clown. No. Okay, let's see, Mareep Thundershock. Mareep is so awesome. And I think if I keep this pace up, I'm going to have a Flaaffy before I take on the second gym. And I think I'm going remarkably a lot faster now. In the beginning, everything was going so slow, but now I think we're finally speeding up through the game. Whereas in the previous game that I played, everything was really fast in the beginning, and then it sort of slowed down as, you got further in the game, but whatever. Okay, I think this guy is a slowpoke. It's like, you're my rival. Uh, Look at him. He's so manic looking. But that's actually a pretty cool trench coat. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, he's got a slowpoke, all right. Okay, so as long as we're going through this cave, I'm wondering stuff to talk about. Oh, I've been meaning to talk about Togekiss. It's a lot of pain to finally get that Pokemon completely. Oh, sweet. I thought that it evolved at level 20. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Alright, we got us a Flaaffy. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Togekiss. I know you can't get Togekiss in this game. You're just gonna have to settle for Togetic. And I know people call it Togetic in the TV show, but I call it Togetic because it's Togepi's evolution and it's energetic. Whoops, forgot to pick up. There we go. An awakening. I'll just sell that later. If you light a cave in darkness, then the dark isn't scary. If I light up your Pokemon, then your Pokemon aren't scary. Okay, well, we'll see who lights up who. Let's see, Thundershock. Flash, he says. Let's see, Togekiss' optimal moveset. I didn't really think a whole lot about it, but I think that Poison Cure Bear. Let's see, its best moveset would probably be Thunder Wave because it's not a very fast Pokemon. And what's that other move called? The water type move, Water Pulse, which has like a 30% chance of confusing, I'm pretty sure. And it'll help you against all the rock type opponents that try to bring you down. And what else? Psychic, which has, what is it, like a 10 or 20% chance, I forget which one, but it's got a high chance of knocking down your special defense. And what's the last move? Roost? I forget what the last move is, but anyway, the point is, if you got a Togekiss that has Serene Grace, then the chance of confusing an opponent with Water Pulse rises to 60%. So you're going to be constantly confusing your foes and lowering their special defenses so that they're just completely messed up. So, I mean, it really is a good Pokemon to have. It requires a lot of work. You have to get all the right moves together. You have to love it. You got to give it a lot of training, in spite of how hard and annoying it is to train at the beginning with its little metronome and stuff. And, all the love required, walking around with it. It takes a lot of effort, but that's the mark of having a good Pokemon. Look at that. Kurt's like, I'm gonna get those rockets because they're stealing all the Slowpoke and cutting off their tails, so I'm gonna give them a lesson in pain! Oorah! Oh, oops, sorry, I already got that tree. Alright, so... Kurt pretty much yells, Leroy Jenkins, and jumps into this well, and then he's like, hey there! The guards took off at the top when I shouted at them, but then I took a tumble down the well, and I slammed down hard on my back, so now my spine is broken, and I have to go around in a wheelchair. But anyway, Kenta, you do it. I'm like, how do you even know my name, dude? We've just barely met. But anyway, whatever. This is the first rocket operation you see. And yet another thing I like about this game. Darn, I was standing up guard when some old coot yelled at me. He startled me so much that I fell down here, so I broke my back too. I think I'll vent my anger by taking it out on you. That's so realistic. Anyway, Team Rocket is back in this game. And they're Neo. This is like 3 years in the future, so they've disbanded. This is like a continuation of a plot that they initially dragged you into in the first games. And by the way, this is the reason that I saved Silver version as my second game, because it's the second series of Pokemon. So, okay. Rocket Grunt was defeated. This is not my day. Sure, we've been hacking off the tails of Slowpoke and selling them. Everything we do is for profit. That's right, we have Team Rocket, and we'll do anything for money. Now, guys, I want you to think about this for a second, and I'll stop being my right-wing creationist self in a second, but think about this. Sure, we've been hacking babies out of abortionist mothers, and we do it for profit. We're in it for the money. That's right. We're the pro-choice lefties, and we'll do anything for money. Okay. I'm sorry I had to do that. Anyway, let's see. Flaaffy's out front, and I'm pretty much out of time, so when we come back, we'll continue where we left off. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys later.